Hi guys, it's Tartan coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. We're here on day 343. The crime family's all together again. We're gonna go outside, figure out something to do, for a little while. It's just the prettiest world. Drink it in, it always goes down smooth. Alright, do we need to bend the elytra? The answer is yes. Fortunately, we have the technology. Alright, now it's all mended, and everything is better. Sell some stuff for emeralds? Why not? Well, not to him. And then we will put more of the items here. One of the great things about Minecraft is the moment where you can stop caring about any of your stuff and yet desperately desire to still have it, right? Because nothing in the world is better than having a lot of things in Minecraft, and nothing is worse than not having them. So you just get your stuff and then you put it into a chest, and it doesn't matter anymore what happens, you know, like, hey, I got my 32 emeralds. Well, we'll put them somewhere, and then some other day maybe we'll want emeralds. I mean, probably not. I've got everything I need. We're rich, you know, but you can't be too careful. You never know when you'll need some more emeralds. We should take them home, though. There's a place where the emeralds are supposed to go. Not like this diamond block that's inexplicably in here. There's not a place it's supposed to go. Alright, what should we do? Did I... Yeah, we got our pitcher plant and flowers. Good stuff. That's right, I remember. I did. We increased our sugar cane. I know how to speak, barely. Holdings. You know, we haven't been playing much at all in this world for like a couple of weeks now, I guess, but I vaguely remembered that we had done that. And it'll probably be fine. We'll just wait towards night and then go and fight a bunch of creepers somewhere. Get more rockets. And I think the other day we also made our gourd field proper again. Yes, magnificent. Nothing like a little gourd farming. And I might have done these in the wrong rows. It doesn't matter. We did it right once, and that's what's most important, is that the rows are complete again. Could make it even longer. That's fine, though. Oh, I've got zounds of gunpowder. Yeah, never mind. I just needed more paper. But even with that amount of gunpowder, you know, the demands of elytra life are many and frequent. You know, you need an absolute ton of rockets, or you cannot freely move about the country, and that's very sad. But right now we've got, you know, a bunch, and I should have an ender chest on me. Yeah, so what do I want to do? I don't know. I'm not going to play terribly long. Here's our tower that we made for a raid that didn't work. Yeah, I remember now. We're not going to think about that. That annoys me. I don't like that memory. Instead, let's fly away. But, you know, the safe way with Totem of Undyne in the offhand. I've never smashed into a wall, but I am aware that you can do it. And while that would be very funny, you know, I don't mean to do it by accident. Alright, so is everything in our chest here? Yeah, that's right. We made another one, so everything would be. Terrible. Sometimes I just don't click where I mean to, and sometimes I fall down. Both of those things happen. But ultimately, this pattern won't matter. We'll clean it up later. The thing that really matters is this platform's going out further, and that'll be good. And eventually I'll build the thing on top of it that I've been sort of idly brainstorming. You know, the little sandcastle thing, which was originally the plan here. It grew larger, right? The little miniature Badlands was originally it was going to be much more miniature and much more like a Badlands. No, not really. It was just going to be like a little thing on an island, and I was gonna, you know, just build a little turret, basically a little tiny little sand castle out of sandstone, probably. But then the idea morphed into another one. We need more. Hey, Sid. I'm doing great. How are you? Yeah, I feel like it's been a while. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. I was talking about my Minecraft world in a Geometry Dash run. I was talking about that awesome fan art you did of Mushi Smalls and some of the others. Did you just actually make you put your phone away in class? Well, you know, I don't want to sound too much like an old person, but that's probably a good thing. Oh, but speaking of, you know, let's just go see them. You may have seen, but they're back. I finally completed the canal and made it entirely safe, and there were other problems along the way, but you know, I finally overcame the sadness, and the wheel of reincarnation is fun, and yes, I'm so delighted to present to you the Mooshes. Where are they? We made them a nice little house. They're here though. Look at them, baby Moosh. Mushy Smalls. We gave him some little mushrooms to hang around in, to make him feel more like home. Cause I haven't made him like a big mushroom thing yet or anything. Although that'll be in the mix. But yeah, I was very pleased. So I was like, oh, I gotta show them. But yeah, I've played like almost none in several weeks. I started playing a few other games. But yeah, it's mainly just it was a long time building the canal, and then I figured out it needed to be larger than it was 2 separate times, and so I had to do that. Should we kill some creepers? We should. Do I have any arrows? I do not. That's alright, so we shouldn't kill creepers. That gets solved. But yeah, I've just been building this little weird thing here. Oh no, I need more lights. If anything happens to my beautiful land, I'm gonna... Okay. I had the mouse wheel go down badly. I was hitting them with the bread and hadn't worn the sword. Alright, so this creeper, if it blows up, will mess with my sand, and that will be upsetting, but not like in an extreme way. However, if we just walk out into the water, they will come out into the water, and then their explosions will not be harmful to my personality. Oh yeah, my mustache is gone. I cut it by accident the other day. And then I cut the rest of it on purpose because it was unsalvageable. But yeah, just like Sunday. I was trying to shave my head, and then there was a series of unfortunate events. But yeah, it's pretty sad because it's sort of like my trademark now, and now there's nothing to make people recognize me. Yeah, this is like a big update. Lots been changing. No, it's terrible because I have my silly little name for this series of new games, My Mustache and Me, and then I started playing Red Dead, a game with so many mustaches, and it would have been absolutely perfect for that title, and then I couldn't use it because I didn't have it. I mean, I didn't know how much to lean into it. A mustacheless me plays Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, anyway, I played some of that, and it was good. And it was so good. And then I played some more of it, and I got annoyed. But I think I'm gonna power through that tomorrow and play like a ton of it. But I'm not sure yet. I might play Celeste again and try to get more strawberries. That game was so good. I don't need to kill these drowned, but whenever I see them with their fishing poles, I think, what if this is the best fishing pole in the world? I'd probably have a full inventory and not be able to pick it up. I believe that's the case, yes. Alright. What to do now? Well, not having a totally full inventory would be a good start. But if I put up anything that they drop, they're just gonna drop that again. I need torches. That's what I need. Because I don't want a bunch of creepers spawning on this, right? Right, I don't. Even though that was a nice way to get gunpowder without thinking about it. I don't actually want them here messing with my sand. Did I see the new snapshot with the pigs, you ask? Yes, I did. I did a video on it. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. I think they're wonderful. I'm already excited for the day when we get to get one cold pig and one warm pig and bring them into the crime family. I haven't settled on names yet, but like, there's so many possibilities. Well, let's say limitless. They're limited by being awesome. So like every name that's not amazing will not be suitable. But yeah, I just called them Cold Pig and Warm Pig. They're both wonderful. I love them so much. And there's a bunch of cool stuff in that snapshot. Really, really beautiful stuff. But they have you've probably seen it, but like the wildflowers, which are like the cherry blossoms on the ground, but for birch forests, they're gorgeous. It just like really adds so much to it, and I very much look forward to getting them and throwing them all over the place. Cause like I don't mean to bully them. The temperate pigs, I'm sure they're somebody's favorite pig, but after cold pig and warm pig, I don't like. If somebody's like, "Oh, here's my favorite pig," and it's a temperate pig, I'll just be like, "Oh, a classical person." Me, I'm more modern than all that. But I don't want to choose between cold pig and warm pig. Or apparently do anything except look around my little miniature Badlands. Isn't it pretty though? I think it's pretty. We need more materials. That's what we need. We're gonna go crack into an ocean monument for a bit. You like warm pig best? When I spawned in the snapshot like a new world, and when I spawned it was like in a savannah and there was like warm pig right in front of me and I was like, yes, jackpot. And then I ran around a bit more in like easy, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I fly? Why am I just running around looking for cold pig? Alright, how do we clean this up? We just put all this trash in here? Yes. All this trash in here. Some of this is like the best stuff in the world, like wheat seeds. We're going to carry those with us. We'll probably forget and go back to Garuda, so we're going to want those very clearly. And yeah, good stuff. Now it's time to go. Am I almost out of food? That seems silly. I got carrots. We could eat carrots. We need more prismarine, so we're just gonna go get some more. And of course, the only real way to do it is to just like totally madman it, just dive right in. No one can stop you because these guys are cowards. Their leaders have been slain. They've got no juice anymore. I mean, sure, they can theoretically kill you, but most of them can't even see straight anymore. Their monocle dealer got arrested or something, and I guess they can't like get an ethically sourced monocle in this day and age that's saltwater resistant. It's kind of hard times for these guardians, and I make it worse by mocking them for it, but that's okay. They're gonna have to learn to deal with that. And I am almost out of breath, but that's fine. There we go. Alright, why am I literally own a trident. We gotta eat some carrots, though. Very important to get carrots. The pig is insane in the water. Oh yeah, it's the best of the best. First time mocking them and then breaking in their home. You do what you gotta do. I won't say I asked nicely. I didn't. I Look, I've already been here before. These guys are used to me showing up, breaking stuff, and leaving. I'm like, I would have to explain the context of this. I'm like a Dane. There's, this old, well, not old, but it's like a middle-late English poem about Danegeld, which is basically like when the Danes would come over to England and you would have to pay them money to go away without killing you and taking your stuff. But it's like once you pay the Danegeld, you never get rid of the Dane. There's not really any Danish prejudice that I'm aware of in America, but I don't think people accuse the Danish of that kind of thing anymore. It was a long time ago. But that's what I think of here, you know. I'm just taking a little bit of tribute. They didn't offer me heroes tribute, you know. Like, I'm not just going to go break down a whole village, even if I do take their stuff. But this is different, you know. They made their bed, unless they didn't, unless they stole their bed from someone. Kinda. It was more like they would come across the ocean and be like, hey, do you have that tribute stuff that we demand every now and then? And if you had it, then you were fine. It's a very classical system. It's much earlier than the Danes. If you're familiar with the phrases like the Goths coming to, like the Goths at Rome or anything like that, the Goths and Ostrogoths, the Vandals, those were basically like Germanic and sort of like post-Gallic tribes, and they would periodically like show up at Rome and demand a bunch of money. It didn't happen like at the height of Rome's power. It happened in what people like my father would call the fall of Rome, although it's like nobody would call it that. It's not very precise. Or like the Mongolians in the period of the Great Mongol War, so like 1200 or so. That was very much like a thing. Well, 1200 would be the start of it. Anyway, I digress. The year isn't important, but like you know, that was Genghis Khan's essential MO. You know, they would demand a bunch of stuff, and then if you did everything they asked, they would, you know, like keep their promises. But most people felt it unacceptable. And then the Mongolians happened, which was the thing with the Danegeld as well. It was like you weren't free to refuse, but once you paid up, they would continue coming back for more. More like organized crime, very much like organized crime. In fact, yeah, more like old time gangsters. Not that whoever they were shaking down at the time weren't themselves old time gangsters. It's not. I don't want to give any sort of impression of the classical world as being like, oh no, these people at Rome got shaken down by the hordes, you know, like, or oh, these nice people in England who were all working together, like, things weren't great there, you know. Not like anywhere on the planet has ever been like super awesome for extended periods of time. But hey, Liam. But fortunately, I live in a nice enough place now, and I hope I continue to do so. Life is very long, and no one knows what the future will change into, but, you know, you can always build a little bit and hope that nobody tears it down. In this world, it's likely to be me that destroys anything beautiful. But, you know, it's not always that simple. How much bigger does this platform need to be? Not terribly bigger. And then we can just do another whole miniature Badlands all the way around it, probably. Yeah, let's go to the air, and I will describe the project when we can see it better. Alright, so that's like over that way is where we live in Spawn Mountain and stuff. So we're making just like a miniature Badlands. And so, you know, like so. So we've got like this red sand. This is just like a normal little stony island, like this side of it is. And yeah, so we're just we do our little miniature terracotta layers and there, and then here at the top we're gonna build like a little, like probably like a 3-tower, just like a little small little sandstone fort castle looking thing, and then fill out the rest of this so it'll look like a little miniature Badlands right in the middle of the thing, because I really like the aesthetic of the red sand and the Badlands and stuff in general. And so that's just, this is what I've been doing that wasn't working on the Great Canal. Yeah, I barely ever play anymore, but I wanted to. I've been playing so much Geometry Dash, it makes my eyes get blurry sometimes. That game's so fun. I'm not very good, though. Alright. Do we want to... Alright, so I guess we just need to conceptually figure out if we want to, like, square this up anymore. So, yeah, we probably need... Because if we do a tower, if there's any internal space, right, it would be, what, if you do a 5x5 sort of thing, then you have a 3x3 on the inside, because that's how math works. And, so you could do that sort of, there would be no room to move around on the inside, though. Hey, Ashes. We're working on this sort of miniature Badlands thing. I will show again. But, yeah, we've got, so this is just like a little miniature Badlands thing here, and we're building a Prismarine platform, and then we're going to build a little fort on the top or something. But Sid, you asked how it's doing? I've been loving it, and yeah, just a lot of fun. I've been playing without using practice mode at all, which is annoying like a lot of people that view it, but you know, they'll either get used to me or not. But it's so fun. You know me, I'm good at doing things that are the same over and over again, so it doesn't make me sad to fail a lot. But I know I should use practice mode, but yeah, so you know the game, you know the jump names of the levels, but I was playing Jumper. I played Jumper 1,083 times, and I beat it. And it felt so good, and I was like, I'm the greatest. But I think I might play practice mode the next time, because I'm on this level called Cycles now, and there's this segment of it that's actually giving me some trouble. But I haven't. I've only done like less than 500 attempts on it, so I wouldn't even consider that I've like really worked at it yet. But like a ton of people watch them sometimes, which is pretty cool. I mean, a ton of people by my standards. There were like 15 people in one day, all watching me fail at Jumper over and over and over again. Alright, so we can get some lanterns here, and this is gonna be like... This is gonna be really nice because it's gonna track much better from the air, and we can strategically place them around our little, our false prismarine walls, because those are just little fragments. We placed all those there. And then from the air, it'll make it even more of like a good fake thing there. So I was actually pretty proud of this idea. So this isn't an old monument, but I figured, hey, I could just put some sand out, and then, you know, we'll put pieces of a monument in there as if the sediment has layered over it. And I think with these the sea lanterns, it'll make it even more look like that, and also prevent a little bit of these drowned incursions. But, you know, also I think it'll help it track from the air when you're coming in, because that's a big part of it. This is like the ocean that I would be flying over to come home for a lot of purposes, so it's nice to be able to, or to leave out somewhere. Oh no, we're gonna have to make this one make sense. Nailed it. Now it totally is a logical part of a structure and not a totally grievous mistake. Amazing. And that's fine too? No, that doesn't make any sense. Now it's fine. My inventory full? Of course it is. It's always full no matter what. It's my own fault. It's as if I'm not accepting that I'm the one who runs it. Alright. What are we doing now? I think, oh yeah, it's 12:30. Alas. Well, it's time to go home. I said fly. Why am I so bad? Like I said, it's time to go home by flying, as one does. You know what? If you all haven't seen this world before, which you may not have, we'll just take a very brief tour around it. So there's the miniature Badlands. You know, it's lit up. This is where I spawned. This cherry tree is spawn. The cherry tree I placed, but this whole mountain with the cherry trees around it and stuff, this is what I saw when I loaded into the world. And I love cherry trees so much. And so basically that's what's going on there. And then we've got a few more mountains and meadows and such. And these cherry trees right here and here and here are planted by me, but all these other ones were organic. So like this whole massive stretch over here. And these are like my favorite things in the game too. So really an awesome world. And that's just briefly what we've got. And here's my beacon. Here's my house. And allow me to introduce you to the members of the Dark Oak crime family, or to, you know, make you reacquainted with them if you've met them before. First up, it's Doug. Doug is the sniffer. Doug is such a good Doug. Doug is wonderful. Doug digs things up. Doug's a good guy. Doug's prowls with the mooshes. We're going to go visit them next. We made a little glass wall so that they could talk to each other. They like to have their own space, though. Oh no! Mooshy, get back here. Alright, so we're going to have to, This is actually a terrible disaster. It'll be okay. Mushy, you are breaking my heart right now. So like I was saying, Baby Moosh, not you now. Not you now, Baby Moosh, no. Alright, so I'm glad that this is happening to demonstrate my failures. Oh my god. Okay, so how does this work? If they die again, I am gonna be so sad. Alright. So basically, the idea was we were gonna meet them and that they wouldn't get out. Half of those things happened. Alright, so these are the mooshes. Mooshes Balls and Baby Moosh. Chat's very own Sid, who's with us today, once did the most wonderful fan art of Mooshy Smalls. It is available in my community notepad thing, whatever. I don't know how to get rid of these leads, so we're just going to close the gate and then break it. I don't think... Yeah, there we go. Anyway, these are the Mooshes. They're wonderful. Well, you see, you may have witnessed one of Mooshy Smalls' forms perish, but see, reincarnation is real, and this is not the first time, you know, the Mooshy Smalls has died. Mooshy Smalls died when the whole world died in World 334. I mean, in another way, they are still alive, and yet, when they are not perceived anymore except in historical documents available on YouTube, can they be said to be with us? But just as Garuda will rise with each hardcore world, so too will the Mooshes. Just as Luca survived the storm, whatever happened there, and just as Belladonna comes victoriously to hide in the corner, doing her plotting, they all come back again. And so will I. Maybe I'm not immortal, but I can't tell yet. So, Garuda's my best friend, Bella Consigliere, and Luca, the muscle. And now it is time for the traditional dance party of the Dark Oak crime family. We used to have a different house that was in a different world. This is where we're at now. And there's various discs that we have. And right now this is Creator by Lena Rain, who did the music for Celeste, and wow, it was great. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Sid, been wonderful to have you in chat. We missed having you around. I understand that, you know, life is busy and all. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty, but it was great to see you and show you what we've been working on. Liam, good to see you, man. Ashes, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, about to go to bed, because I can't talk too late into the night. It's already a little bit past my bedtime. But I'll be playing various games tomorrow. I'm trying to get into Red Dead and play like probably 4 or 5 hours at some point. But I'm going to play Geometry Dash also, probably some Minecraft, maybe a little bit of early Celeste, and try to pick up some little optional items or something. Who knows? I don't have to do anything at all except eat, so you know, the day is just packed with possibilities. But good night, everyone. If you're watching this in the future, ignore all the time-sensitive information. I hope the weather is nice, and well, that's about all that we've got, as Creator is about to wind down. And Garuda's ritual seed. You gotta pay the boss. I didn't mention this. It's Garuda who's in charge. Garuda's the boss of the family. I just work here. But I'll see you guys later. Good night.